Hello from Urumqi. I'm at the Grand Bazaar. And why am I in Xinjiang today? This behind me, the Naan. The most Xinjiang thing in Xinjiang. And I'm here at this artificial replica of a 1900s Silk Road town because this is where Xinjiang's biggest Naan shop is. I believe it sends out 10,000 naan breads a day, they claim, to cities all across China by the postal system. And there is a Naan museum. So I thought, may as well start out there, eh? Here's a fine selection of naan, but right next door here, this is the Naan Museum. Now, sure you've gone to an Indian restaurant and had a naan before. If you have, you probably had a slightly better version than the Xinjiang one. The Xinjiang one is a plain bread, also made in the same sort of style, a deep oven. Some examples, you've got some rose naan, that's what children eat when they're sick here. Not sure what that is, could it be a chocolate naan? I don't know. Here's the wall of naan. Okay, so this is giving you an idea what a naan bread looks like. There's the prize naans. Okay, prize naans on the wall, and then your ingredients here. So your basic ingredients. There's your white sugar, your egg, sesame, fennel, rose in some of them, tin yadan, I'm not sure what that is, onions, salt, rapeseed oil, and some special flour. So that's what is the main ingredients in one of these naan breads. I plan on landing a gig making some this afternoon. At the moment it's still early. I've got a lunchtime meeting with a naan bread bakery, and I'm hoping to see how they knock out the amount of naans that they do. On the way though, I am parched, so I am going to get some traditional Xinjiang drink. I'm sure if you've been to Russia you'll know it. This is Kvass. Okay, let's get one of these. Kvass 多少钱？ 啥？好，我来一杯吧。帮我查一杯。在哪里付钱？这里是吧？ Alright, so hold the phone to here, to the scanner. Alright. She gets me a glass of Kvass with a straw in, as real men drink it. Just here. Well, it's cold. What I am going to pick up while I'm on my way though is some Matang. Here we go. This is like the deluxe version of the stuff that you'll see on the streets here. It's sugary nuts, a cake of hard sugary nuts. Look at this beauty. Okay, look at that. There you got your berries, your almonds, cashew nuts. Alright, and you just order a slice of this, like this, pre-cut. Oh, here's the more decorative version. Here's the China flag version. Okay. So, fancy some of this for the evening. I'm gonna see if I can get a slab cut. And the trick is to say how much you want. 哎，你好，可以切一点吗？有没有15块钱左右的吗
15块，15块左右没有20啊。
？20，好，来一个20左右的，20块可以的。I'm getting some. Getting the grape version. They all seem pretty much of a muchness. My favourite is probably the red, whatever those berries are. That's going to come soon. 26是吧？可以。
可以吗？
对。
钱。
这个要烧是吧？这里吗？
我炒你。
哦，好。
切吗？可以切吗？还是切吗？
对，可以切，就切2、3个就可以。Alright, just going to cut it into 2 or 3 pieces. So I'm not tempted just to stuff it all in my mouth at once. Alright, 26 that came to. Now, as I said, this can be quite expensive. And the trick is, if you see it in other cities, because what will happen is people from Xinjiang will get a big one of those decorative ones, take it on the train with them to another city, walk around with it. People in other areas of China aren't familiar with this. They come up, oh, that's nice, I'll have a slice. A slice, got it in a bag, would set you back an amount you're probably not expecting to pay. And so that's what they do. They take a slice off and then they go, there you are, that's 50, that's 60, and people go, oh, that's expensive, and you end up paying it. Generally, if you see this, just say, oh, that's great, give us 10, 20's worth. Okay? And that negates that problem. But I've got this now. Stick this away in my bag. That's me evening treat. Right. To this Naan bakery then. Here we are on this street market, my local street market, and on my way to my local Naan shop, my local nannery, if you will. I've arranged with them that I'll stop by and have a look at the secrets of the Naan. Alright, so it's just ahead here. Okay, we're going in. Haven't been in before. Here's the naan breads. Okay. Heavy on the sesame seeds here. Here's the view from the bunker. Let's see if I can get in the kitchen here. Hey, Jerry Shabbat. Alright. I cannot confess to you the heat here, but there are some naan bread stewing away in that oven. Okay, it is very hot. Kicking off in the kitchen. Get in here. Okay. So we've got, these are the raw naan breads. Okay, they come in there. That's how they're made. Here's our superstar here making them. Okay, bit of flour, stack some 2 at a time. All right, so this is the production line. So I'll just turn you around here. Can you see through that door? That's milk. So they put milk in there, and then you crack some eggs into here. Okay, you put some flour in here. There's the flour going in. Knead it all together. This guy kneads it all together, passes it over to my man here, and he puts the finishing touches on, puts it into shape. All right, and puts it under this tarpaulin here, ready for the oven here. Still not ready. Still not ready. think it's coming out now. In he goes. There's one. This is an oil naan, he said. He had a bit of oil into these ones. Smaller, a little bit cheaper. Okay, here's the crowd. They are waiting for it. So he's just telling me this is a little bit different to the Indian naan oven. Number one, it's electric. Okay, and he said it's bigger and has more heat. Yeah, checking them out. You don't get crowds waiting like that for your naan if you're not a perfectionist. Chicken eat 10 เคยไหมตัวเช้าก็ชิบายก็ eat 10 ชิบายก็ oh 700 they sell a day. So one of them can hold 140. He's telling me he sells 700 a day, so it's a roaring trade. I believe him. I don't know where he's pulling these out from. Emptied out this oven. It's that's how big it is. You get down there. Oh, if you went to the bottom there, that was the get in. He's making a different kind of naan now. He makes it over here. Okay. Throws it to this guy. And this guy stamps it up with the seal. Okay. Goes in this pile here. So these are the next ones going in the oven, I think. Getting that egg paste on there. Good and proper. Ready in for the oven. Sesame seeds going on there now. There we go, going into the oven. Okay. Right, I'll put it on here, right. Put it on here, and in here. Nope. Okay, I'll give it back to the expert. He said I wouldn't be able to do it. I said, how could that be? Impossible. That's how hard it is, impossible. So I don't know how he does it. Before I was just telling you, oh, he just slaps it on there. I don't know what kind of magic he uses to get it to stick. Alright, I've bagged up 10 naans that were prepared earlier. 5 of them will be a naan. I'm going to take these back to the centre of town and I'm going to see what we can do with them. Alright, I am back at the Grand Bazaar with my naan breads and I'm going to see if I can give them away. The people of Xinjiang have been very nice to me while I've been here and I would like to give them something back. I hope I'm just catching the back end of lunch hour, so people might be hungry for one. These guys look hungry. These guys look like they want a naan. night. I got rid of them. Wasn't easy, but I've got this one left. So I'm going to spare myself the embarrassment and just take it home for me dinner. Alright, so that's your lot then. Keep an eye out for my next video. See you then.
Hello from Golden Triangle. Burma love you. Please come to Burma. I want to see Burma on your video. Everyone should like, comment and subscribe.